on.
Dang, we don't even get to finish the conversation. You just started everything and stuff. Quit bonding.
It's time. We'll bond online for good content with our glorious fans that love us. They want to hear us bond live over Beastie Boys.
Listen, all y'all.
Listen, all of y'all. It's a sabotage. Yeah. So, yeah. Let us know where you're tuning in from tonight. We love to hear that. It's always fun. We're going to get into episode 146 For Music Lovers Only, the podcast, The Beastie Boys.
Welcome to For Music Lovers Only, a podcast where each host makes a top 5 list of their favorite songs from this week's topic. Each week is a new topic. Tune in, I dare you.
Music Lovers Only.
Stop. Hi, everybody.
What's up? How's everybody?
Guys, we got to hurry up. We're moving along. Late start, so we're just trying to move.
I'm getting a little tired. This was a very long 30-minute extra wait. I was getting very antsy. But I took today off to play chauffeur for my band geek kid, and so that was always nice. I didn't have to work. I got a little bit done, and so I prepared extra doodly here.
Extra doodly?
Extra doodly. Dutifully.
Ah.
Maybe that's the word. Words are hard. You
and your words.
But yeah, it's been a fairly decent week. How's everybody else's week been?
Terrible. Fucking terrible. Actually, no. Okay, so what had happened was I had a migraine all weekend. I felt like I was gonna die until Sunday evening. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, well, maybe I should just take off work on Monday. And I was like, no, if you can work on Monday, just go ahead and work on Monday. Don't just take off because you don't want to go this time. And so I take off work Monday, or I go to work Monday. I do my duty. And then all of a sudden, when my friends we're having a birthday party at this place called the Shadows, and the Shadows I thought was it said it was a speakeasy. I was like, okay, but it's a speakeasy with half naked ladies, right? Yeah. And so we're sitting there hanging out, and it was a late night, and so I've been recovering.
I went there once, but I think to listen to Thomas Benny, and ate some food, and I left before all the fun stuff happened because there's way too many people in there. It was like, I'm out of here.
Oh yeah, Monday it was just intimate. One of my friends works there, I guess, so we were all catching up and things of that nature. And then I got an ass in my face, and it was some good conversation. I got a raffle ticket for the benefit for Jenny Jack. I didn't even put that information on. I'm not playing it, but I believe that it is going to be this Friday. There's going to be a benefit at Barleycorns, and there's going to be a drawing for a full pig and then a 380 Ruger pistol.
Yeah.
So I got a raffle ticket for that. Maybe I'll get a pig or a pistol or both.
Both, yeah. Go for broke. Go for broke. But yeah, I don't know. I planted some seeds. I think I did them too early and did them wrong. Died, so I got second round of that going. And that was kind of disappointing because I had delusions of grandeur, just thousands of tomato plants and thousands of all these good plants, and it's all of them died.
Oh,
so I don't know. Hopefully, I'll get some more. I did round 2, and I learned from my mistakes because this is my first time doing that. So there's a curve, but the second round is more closer to the time I need to do it anyhow. So
oh yeah, I need to start doing stuff from seed because I bought seeds, but they're just sitting there.
What's up, Coach?
Oh, I point the sound was
Oh,
me.
okay.
I apologize.
Oh, I thought you were like, get that damn garden talk out of here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No.
Garden talk with Josh and Sontia.
Yeah, I didn't get into it too much, but I've already seen some good success, so it's a little better because it was getting a little depressing last couple weeks. Just kind of, I had some, and then I didn't. But yeah, we're gonna, like I said, this is episode 146. We've done it again. We're here for another year at least. So that's how we're gonna roll with that, and we're gonna talk Beastie Boys. I had a lot of fun going, like we were talking before the show. Hello Nasty was really where I had stopped listening to him. So I hadn't listened to much after that. And so I definitely, that's where I started on this one, because I knew a lot of the, everything previous to Hello Nasty was pretty familiar. And I had a lot of fun listening to him. It's still, it was a little weird, not talking about the girls so much because that's what they kind of coined in on, and trying to get political with some of the stuff. And there was still, it was just kind of salted in. There was still a lot of shit talking, a lot of fun, a lot of nonsense, and a lot of weirdness. So I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah. The only thing, the Beastie Boys, I knew a couple of their more popular songs from the 80s, and then there was one song that came out in the 2000s that I utterly, absolutely hated. So I never listened to them after that. So this was a good chance to really actually get to know them besides what they're popular for.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I had a good time. They are
remix of that song that you're talking about is freaking awesome. There's a remix with like a little bit different sound, and like it's pretty awesome. But yeah,
I hate that song so much. I do.
I bet it's all the same song that we're thinking about, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till we get into that. That might be somebody's number one. Who knows? Coach is taking up the rear on this one. And yeah.
Be honest. Okay, that's
taking up the rear means something different for me now. Good Lord.
I've known.
I mean, it was right there. I was like, oh my God. What do I do? Thank you, ma'am.
You just stuff $1 in it, like you said. You just whatever.
I couldn't do it. I put it to the side. I was like, I appreciate your service.
Yeah. So was that your first time in that kind of an establishment?
No, that was my first time with that close. Like I had been to the side or, at the stage, and you do the, here you go, but never, because there weren't a whole lot of people there. And like, and I'm friendly. And so when you get friendly with ladies, they
stick your ass.
They get comfortable with you. And then all of a sudden it was just right there. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, sweet. I don't have that problem. Problems I wish I had, but I think like most things,
shadows, and you can have that problem. Go on a Monday. Charles Edgar is there.
Yeah, so, nice.
Yeah,
I think like most things, it was more fun in the 80s and 90s. Everything seems like it's like it's lost its luster a little bit.
No, it has not. And especially just like a regular club. That's not even like the big club. That's just some folks just trying to pay off college.
No, I know, but the big clubs are I don't know. We're not going to get into that, but Coach, you got the two spinner handy, and we're going to see who's going to
modified it before the show. I don't know if you can see it. It says not Coach and it has Sontia, and then I refixed this one, and it's now not Sontia. Yes, it is Josh Urkel. So
why is it so complicated?
It makes it more fun.
You ain't got no whiteout?
No, I have more plates. I could do that. It's funnier when I do this.
I agree. We got to keep the cost down. Yeah,
we're trying. We got a low. Well, yeah, we just spent all of our budget on one freaking day.
Yeah. Me? Oh,
I don't.
That's not Coach. It's Josh.
Okay.
Did I win? I felt like I won.
I don't know. Spin again, Bob.
No, see, I had I had JRB5 circled, and on this one I had Sontia circled.
Oh, so you gotta look for the circle.
The circle.
Got it.
One thing I wanted to talk about before we'll do that at the end. We kind of got jibber yabbing and I got antsy. So, but like I said, I had a lot of fun, and like I said, the song that lost me was Intergalactic. I just don't like that song.
There's a freaking remix, dude. Check if you didn't listen to it tonight when you're done. Listen to it real quick.
Yeah,
it's like at a different pitch and level when it does that part, and then it's just different cadence. And I think it should have been the one. It's a remix by Something in Web, and it's the one that should have been released. I'm telling you.
Okay, I'll listen to it.
For some reason, and I don't remember doing it, but I listened to the hell out of that album, Hello Nasty, and I didn't remember it until I started listening to it, and I was like, I know all these songs, and they're like weird, quirky songs that play in my head. And so my number 5 is And Me, one of those weird, quirky songs with a little clavicle organ or something, just like rolling all the way through it.
Yep.
And then all this weirdness, and it's talking about kind of depressing stuff, just kind of sad, morose, got a touch of the morbs, as the Victorians would say, kind of depressing. And then the end line is I wish there was some way I could go outside in the rain and play basketball and not get wet. And that's the line. That end line just always kind of pops into my head every once in a while, and it's like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean, Beastie Boys? Let us know. So number 4 was another new one, because like I said, after Hello Nasty, and Hello Nasty was a 1998 album, and so after that one I hadn't listened to anything. I don't think I may have recognized some of the stuff, that because they probably still got some airplay, so I'd probably heard it in passing or something. But I had never heard Check It Out off of the 2004 To the Five Boroughs album.
Yeah. Awesome song.
And it's the first song, and it just starts off kicking you in the nuts, just bam, here we are, and it's they got a little anger, they're a little angry, and it seems like it's talking a little smack. I couldn't really get, I didn't spend enough time with it to dive into the meaning of the lyrics, but it's just a fun song. They're dropping F-bombs after F-bombs.
What's up, Bradley? Thanks for making it. He had to go to the doctor.
Yeah, tuning in. So that was my number 4. My number 3, they're teaming up with one of my favorite rappers, Mr. Nas, and Too Many Rappers.
Yep. Awesome song.
Off of the 2011 album Hot Sauce Committee Part 2. And the funny story I learned about that and learning all of this is that that was 2011. Adam Yacht, MCA, had announced just sick. He was too sick. They had to cancel some tours. And so that the part 1, because I was looking, well, where's part 1? And so part 1 was basically the album that was supposed to be released. And then they announced part 1 and part 2. And then so for whatever reason, I mean, there's big, long publicity emails to all the fans and stuff like this that, well, the songs that were going to go on part 1 are now going on part 2. And we're just going to, basically we're just going to call it part 2, but a little bit of drama to it all, a little bit of, I don't know, what do they call it?
Suspense.
There's a word that the kids use now, but baiting people, trying to get them interest. You know what I mean, is that what the word I'm talking about? But anyway, that song's talking mad shit, and it's great. Nas and everybody. Number 2, She's Crafty, off the 86 album Licensed to Ill. And them crafty women, man. Them crafty women. All about them.
I don't know nothing about that.
I know all about it. And like I said, all this crafty shit, and she's just my type. I'm like, yeah, that's about how it goes. So far, I hadn't been too worried. Coach, no dingers yet?
No, that one's, I mean, like I kind of knew. I don't even have actually numbers. What I decided on this one, I have like 23 songs that were already in my favorites. I have like, it's pretty easy for me.
Yeah,
So
you weren't going to Phil Collins it again.
No. I wasn't
letting that happen again.
I wasn't setting my heart on anything, but what I kind of feared was what I did do. I have some tentatives, and I didn't mark any of their like biggest ones because I kind of thought you would take, and you took like 3 songs I really freaking like, but not that I would consider even close to 3 of their biggest, which is fine. I mean, that's great because that's what this is about too. It's about what you take away from it. But yeah, so. Then also, if I decide I could sneak 1 or 2 of those ones everybody knows on there, then I will.
Yeah. Okay, my number 1. We'll see here. Sure Shot. Was it a sure shot? I kind of knew that one. It was in the 1994 album, Ill Communications, and it's just a trippy video, and some of the sound effects that they use on their vocals, especially Yacht, like the very last verse is just this like super long delay, and it's wah-bah-da. So it's like the verse is echoing out over, and it's just kind of building, and it's just crazy. I like that. And then it's got like a flute loop all the way through it. So it's like
a flute loop.
It's like, what?
I have a song called Flute Loop. Hopefully that wasn't somebody's. So it's actually perfect.
Maybe that's why I said it, but I don't know.
Yeah, they literally have a song called Flute Loop, and they have a lot of flute in it. So
that's crazy.
Pulling an Andre 5 or 3000 on us, huh?
Subliminal.
Not the flute.
Awesome list.
That's my 5.
Yay!
All right, so now we're gonna spin, and it's gonna land on Sontia, and here we go.
Not Coach, but Sontia in the circle.
The little circle, smaller. By the end of it, we're gonna have to like.
Gonna have to use a magnifying glass. Yeah. Like, what does it say?
Or we'll just see if any of our listeners can buy us some plates or something.
You know what? Give us some money.
Actually, if I just got a dry erase circle that I put a little hole through, that would actually make more sense.
Okay.
But
you know, we're always developing. We're always bringing it up a notch, or bringing it down a couple of notches, or figuring it out, or turning it around, doing it on the other side.
Okay. Yeah.
So you didn't get any of mine, which is cool because I wanted to do my 5 because I really like my 5, but I have 10 just in case somebody took any of my 5, so I get to do my 5. And what I was talking about, I don't know if I was talking about it on air or not. I don't think we were talking about it on air. When I first, yeah, we were. So Beastie Boys had Intergalactic, and I hated that song so much. And the reason why I hated it was because I worked at a restaurant, and somehow or another, there was somebody that would play it 3 or 4 times every day for a year. It was like for a year that I heard that song. I might have liked it the first 12 times I heard it, but after that, it just is like, it's too much. And so I stopped listening to Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
So my list I didn't do the albums because I had a migraine this weekend, and then I had a thing. I was doing some stuff I was busy on Monday. So I didn't get the albums, but we'll start. So here we go. All right. So the first thing, the first song, the first one that I found is called Say It. And I have no idea what album it is, but I love this song so much. It's now on my playlist. It's now embedded in my brain. And what I really like about Say It is because it sounds like a doomsday video game. Like, a lot of their music is so intricate in just the different instruments and beats and waves. Like it's just so many different factions, and this one, especially the breakdown at the end, makes me so excited. So I really enjoyed Say It.
It's from Hot Sauce Committee too.
It's from Hot Sauce Committee. Okay, that sounds like the album that it would be off of.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So that is my number 1. Number 2 is Super Disco Breakin'.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that I have pledged to do in 2026 is to make money. So this is now my money making theme because money making.
Yep.
And I really like how they have the hip hop beats, but then you have it's like it's a new type of imagination of hip hop. I really think is what they did when they first started. Some of their earlier stuff just kind of sounded like what was popular, except for they always had their own style. Like you could hear the punk rock in it. You could hear you could hear the angst in it. So I really enjoyed that they put that out into the universe, into the music scene, and have that new sound. So Super Disco Breakin', once again, another one of my favorites now on my playlist. New appreciation for the Beastie Boys. So that is number 2. Number 3 is a popular one. So I said that I stopped listening to the Beastie Boys after Intergalactic because I don't like that song at all. And I hate to keep bringing it up, but I really don't. But then
a lot of money, but I bet they agree with you.
I know it made all the money. It's still, I was in the grocery store or something and it started playing. And I was like, my God, why do you hate me? Why have you forsaken me with this song? But after that, there was Star Trek came out, and there was a part in Star Trek where they have to fight these things, like these creatures that kind of hoard together or whatever else, and they needed something supersonic in order to break it up so that they could start shooting at them and kill them individually. And they were like, what do we use? We need to use something that's loud and screaming. And the song that they put on was Sabotage. And I had never heard that song before then. And it was the perfect song for that movie. It's the perfect song for any sort of sabotage that you feel like doing. If you want to burn down a building, if you want to, scratch up a car, if you want to burn down some shirts, whatever you want to do to sabotage anything. If you just, want to sit down and write some things down, that is the perfect song for sabotage.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure that one came out before Hello Nasty. Is it the same album, or I thought it was on?
It came out in '94. Sabotage came out, and it was on Ill Communication.
Yeah. So that was way before.
That was way before.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Like I said, I don't know what album. These could all be on the same album.
She was just saying from her, the show she founded on was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this Star Trek movie was like 2020 or 2019 maybe is when it came out. Yeah, so it was way after.
Yeah.
And there's a whole story behind it. That whole anyways, I could talk about that forever, but we're not talking about movies, we're talking about music. So that's my number 3. Number 4 is going to be Believe Me. And it's a punk song. Like it's a straight screaming ass old skate park yelling, hollering punk song.
Yeah, they got a whole punk album.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember the name of it.
A bunch of their albums have at least one or two punk. I mean, Sabotage is technically more of a punk song. I mean,
yeah, well, I guess. Yeah, it would. I would consider it punk.
Yeah,
I would.
I can't think of the name of the album, but it was all punk, and I mean, I loved it all. But they were like typical punk 2-minute songs and screaming and just like it. Yeah, I think they originally started as a punk band, and then I think 81, probably 80. Well, probably 83. They kind of just eased into. They always had a hip hop flair.
Mm-hmm.
They just kind of eased into it and started doing that.
Angelo E. Olio was a punk album.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it might be off of that one. I don't know. I didn't write down how.
So big in New York, and rap wasn't as big. Yeah. So I mean, punk that was like the scene. New York was the scene of punk in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Man.
Yeah, they opened up for the Dead Kennedys, Bad Brains. I can't tell, the Misfits, and they played at CBGB's and all the, you know, the main punk places in there.
Oh yeah. This song reminded me of there was a random punk album that I got. It was my first punk album, actually. I hadn't really heard punk, like, besides pop punk, like Offspring and different things like that before then. But it was called Fat Music for Fat People. And and there were all these random punkish songs that were on there, and this sounded like something that would have been on that album.
Yeah.
So that is my number 4. And then my number 5. Oh, which one am I gonna do? Rhyme the Rhyme Well.
Yeah.
And I like Rhyme the Rhyme Well because you're rhyming the rhyme with Rhyme the Rhyme Well.
It's a tongue twister.
It is. And it I really like the sound. It sounds kind of like you're just kind of walking around with your freaking boombox down the street, rapping with your friends. Like it's a friendly and fun and almost like a battle-ish song. Like it's something that you would write in your head while you were heading down the street to do a rap battle. And I really like what was it? I can't remember what was in there. It was the synthesizers. It had like a 80s synthesizer feel. Like it just seemed like it would be in one of those like movies about like a gang that was getting ready to fight with spray paint or something. So that is my number 5. But yeah, I had a good time. The Beastie Boys, I have a new appreciation for them, which is why I like doing these artist dives, is because you get a new appreciation for whoever it is that you kind of dive into. So I love them now.
It kind of makes you do it. So yeah.
Yeah. It's
all
like,
right, Coach.
Filter through and see what's good for you.
Yeah. You ready?
I am. I'm still going through my list here real quick because I had to make some adjustments. But give me my sounder. You guys left me so many songs. This is hard. I was actually hoping you guys would have used
narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you guys left. I mean, some great songs, but they have so many. That's what, like, even. They're just, like I said before we started this, I had 23 songs in my favorites. I now have 33, I think. So it was pretty easy. I could have just went to my favorites and just left that list up and knew that I had plenty to pick from. I still don't know what my number 2 is going to be, but we'll get there when we get there. My number 5 is from Hot Sauce Committee 2011. It's Okay. That song is just something about it. I love it. It's an awesome workout song. It's got a kick-ass beat. It is one of those songs, if they would have played it too much, or if you heard it too much, it could maybe get a little bit. It's just, I don't know. It's like quintessential Beastie Boys because of the weird sound and the.
Yeah, I think after the Hello Nasty, I think all of their songs, if listened to too much, will like eat into your brain and do weird stuff to you. But
there's a couple with an electric sound and like started throwing, like, because their early stuff had just like with instrumental sound was all you know, either pulling music from somebody else or them using their music and then rapping over it or what, you know. And then it became definitely way more digitalized.
Yeah.
But it was still, like I said, it just crazy. I don't know if I have not went crazy deep into the newest stuff. I mean, I knew what I liked off of it because I kind of went through it early, and this time it made me dig. I'm still using some of my more favorites, but it's just crazy how much sound they have and like the storytelling they do, and a lot of their like songs and stuff is cool. So my number 4 is from 2004's To the Five Boroughs, and it's Triple Trouble. Another one of those like iconic sounding songs. When you hear it come on, you know, especially if you're a Beastie Boys person, but just an awesome song. And that whole album is, I don't know if I gave it its respect like when it came out, but listening to it now, even like Open Letter to NYC, and I mean there's a ton off there. I just like, I forget how many good songs are on that one. So that was my number 4. My number 3 is from 1992's Check Yourself, and it's So What You Want.
Yeah.
What you want? What you want? And I used to love that, I mean, even when that would come on, it's like, what you want, So that's another one of those. Every one of their songs has
a hook.
Yeah, just crazy. I mean, when they come on too, it's their song. Like it's not a lot of mistaking a Beastie Boys sound.
Very distinctive.
So and I said I didn't have a number 2, so I'm scrolling for my number 2. I need to get something from Ill Communication because my number 2 was either going to be Sabotage or Sure Shot. Both of those taken. I'm going to do with Q-Tip, Get It Together. Is a freaking awesome song. And one of like their first songs I think they really did with somebody like like Big or whatever. That was, and I don't even know that Q-Tip was big at the time. He's another New York rapper, and they're rapping about New York the whole time. So I don't know if that's my second favorite of their songs. I would definitely say Sure Shot or Sabotage was, but they got stolen, and I had to get Ill Communication 94.
Got Phil Collins.
My number 1, Sontia. You talked about this. Your fans, this is their favorite album. It's from Paul's Boutique 1989. We were at work today, and this kid, he's younger. I say he's 36, but he's like, well, I mean, I just don't get why Beastie Boys weren't around longer. They were around. I'm like, what do you mean?
Like, how much longer do they need to be around, dude?
They're white rappers. Other than Eminem, that is, and his doesn't even span that. That is an epic career, and the sound, and like they just couldn't change their sound no more, and then had other issues.
I mean, they wrote it all the way to the wheels fall off till Scott passed away.
Yeah, and that's why he didn't realize they'd been around that long. So, anyways, my number 1. This is. Man, I don't know if this used to be my favorite song of theirs, but now it has just moved its way up there. There's so many. I mean, I could play License to Ill front to back and say every one of those is my favorite song. But I'm going to go with High Plains Drifter.
Oh, yeah.
From
that one.
Paul's Boutique 1989. That's like, it's like, I want that. That would be like one of my fight songs if I came out for fight. It just like got that badass, like almost like they embraced a little Johnny Cash or not. I mean, not his style, but like the feeling when they wrote that song was about him, or I don't know how to describe it, but
I mean, there's an old Western called High Plains Drifter.
So, okay. And maybe that's what, I don't know. But I mean, there's a bunch of stories songs they tell a story about being that outlaw rebel guy on the run.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's even Clint Eastwood. So I would say there's a good possibility that had something to do with it. I wouldn't
doubt it. But I mean, we didn't even talk about Brass Monkey. We didn't talk about. I mean, like I said, there's just so many. Like those
have all made the list previously, so I mean, they're still well represented by For Music Lovers Only.
I've used No Sleep Till Brooklyn. I've used. I mean, Paul Revere. Just like I said, they're just again slow and low. You just front to back. That album right there, I could have done my 5, even remaining off of after you guys picked on that one by itself easily. So,
oh yeah, they have so many songs.
And after your fans were giving Paul Revere the love. I went through and listened to it front to back and really fell in love more with it. And that's they have like these like 6 songs at the end that are like never songs I'd even really paid attention before, and they're just pretty badass songs, and they're all like B-boy, bola bassy, or what, I don't even know how you say it.
Oh yeah, some of the songs from that album just started playing on my playlist because the internet listens to everything apparently. Or maybe I wasn't paying attention. It was in next in queue. But yeah, it sounds really, really good. So I didn't have a chance to really go through a full album for any of them because I was just kind of cherry picking songs. I was like, okay, well, let's get 20 down and pick 10 and move on with our lives there and get it going.
Hey, ladies.
It was hard. It was a hard pick. There was it was a hard pick.
Hey Ladies from that one, Looking Down the Barrel of a Gun, Car Thief. I mean, that's what I said. Like, there's just, this is awesome. This was my hardest and one of my most favorite to get to do, because I know how much I like them because how many were in there, but I forget how much I love them,
Yeah, discovering the new stuff.
They have their whole instrumental album too. That was really good.
It's crazy. I'd catch myself like, I don't want to hear instrumentals. I need songs I can use on here. And then all of a sudden I'm just listening. I'm like 3 minutes and 15 seconds into an instrumental, because they like in their instrumental album, if they would have rapped over it, was some of their best music they've ever made. So it's just crazy.
Yeah. Well, I sent you guys the thing for this. I'm pretty sure it's real. I don't know, but the Beastie Boys comic,
Hey, Julius.
Orbit Beastie Boys, and it's a comic book biography. And I'm like, that's a freaking cool idea. Why hasn't, like I say, the picture, I don't know, it looks like there might be some AI involved. Hopefully, that if that's the case, that's not the way this place operates. But it looked legit. It's got an Amazon link. I don't know.
Yeah, and the story written on there seemed like a legit thing. I didn't look up the author and the illustrator, but I was kind of geeked and excited. Like that was like, since the last Iron Man that I knew was coming out, that was probably the most excited I've been about a comic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd buy it.
April 15th.
Cool. I seen it, but I was punching my computer at the time, so I was just like, humbug.
Yeah.
Hungbug.
I might have to check it out.
If I was an insect, I would like to be a hungbug. That's a joke. That's a joke on the spot.
I'm sorry. I don't know why that was so funny.
That was great because it was just like boom.
Not a humbug.
I felt great setting that one up.
Oh god.
Going a little delirious, huh?
No.
Hungbugs. Now, one thing that, like I say, what they were introduced into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, 2011, the Beastie Boys. Can't remember. I think Public Enemy introduced or put them in there. Yacht was too sick and couldn't attend, so Adam Yacht, MCA. I can't remember, thyroid cancer or something like that in his throat, I think. And so he passed away in 2012, and in Yacht's will, it states that none of the Beastie Boys music will be used for advertisement.
Yeah,
and, I think cool. Monster Energy tried to use a slew of pieces of songs for one of their advertisements, and they sued the pants off of them and won. And so I was like, yeah, I mean, that's they all, I don't know, I would have liked to party with them back in the day, but I'd still like to hang out with them as old men.
Oh yeah. I mean, most of them are still here.
I think their stories would be fun. They would have, oh man, the parties would have been yeah.
Insane.
There's all kinds
a lot of people we could say that about, like our boy Snoop Dogg. When we get him on the show, we'll have to talk about him, about some of his partying, and
I messaged him, and then it said that I couldn't.
He'll get with. He's busy, dude. He just got done with the Olympics. He's got a lot of other stuff, man.
So I'll try again. I'll figure out. I'll find somebody Snoop Dogg adjacent and see if I can be like,
you should be able to get one of your boys from Nickelback next week, right?
Oh my god! I bet I could just walk down the street and find a Nickelback man.
We could probably book them for the show next week. I'll try to get the stage built and see if we can get it now.
Stage built and free live performance next week. But yeah, it's next week. Like I said, I'm gonna give it its due diligence. Maybe that was the word I was looking for earlier. Due diligence.
Due diligence.
We still don't know because it's hard to know the word you were looking for.
I was like, punch drunk.
It's like when somebody's looking for that one thing that they, that
where is it at?
I was looking, like, I don't, dude. Like, I can't help you look for. I will. I'll help someone look for that one thing for hours, not even knowing for what that one thing is. But
it's a word that means something that's not manipulating, but it's like you're doing a thing like that. Advertising.
Yeah. Do you got any shows coming up? I know you got June busy. I mean, you're taking over
It's insane. Oh my God.
Taking
I
over
don't know what
Hutchinson?
I went to Hutchinson and they were like, you know what, play every show here. And I was like, okay. I'm gonna be doing Pride in Hutchinson, so that's gonna be amazing. I have a show with Ryan Brooks at a park in Hutchinson, but that's not until next weekend, so we could advertise that on the next show.
Okay.
And then do I have a good one on March 20th? I guess I have one on March 20th too, somewhere. Where do I have a show on March 20th? Oh my God, what did I miss? Thanks, Julie.
Got to check with your assistant.
Your booking agent needs
Yeah.
to.
I know. Oh my God.
But you can find this episode on Spotify. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube and the Facebook Room Green Productions. The playlist for last week's episode, the Willie playlist, is up, ready for your enjoyment. This one will be up the next day or so.
Oh, there we go. So on March the 20th is when Jenny Jack's benefit show is going to be. I'm not playing that one. I got to work late. I might show up to see if I get a gun.
Yeah.
But I'll be there about 10:30. But yeah, you guys can go to Barleycorns. That'll be it.
Right on. All right. Well, good show. New time. We survived. We'll wrap it up a little early today since it's the first episode in the new slot.
It's 9/11. Never forget.
The best podcast broadcasting on the Room Green channel page at 8:30. The best art podcast on the Room Green channel that party. Yep. All right. Well, good episode, guys.
We love you, Jana.
Hey, Jana.
Yes, I don't know you, but I love you because you seem to have great taste in music. Amy, I love you because I'm married to you, and I won't see you tonight because you're not here. Gil, great fan. Bradley, thanks for commenting. Everybody, thanks for being part of our show.
Like, subscribe, and follow.
Share.
Sharon is Karen. All right. Have a good night.
Check it out.
Peace, y'all. Girls.